Hello everyone, welcome to Lucia Craft. I'm your host, Lucia.
Let's give a warm welcome to our guests.
Thank you for the warm welcome and thank you, Volker, for hosting us here. My name is Jan Legaard Bruni. I'm the chairman of the Danish Chamber of Commerce in China. Been located in Xiamen for 17 years.
Thank you for being our guests here today. So my name is Volker Rehrmann. I'm Executive Vice President and Head of Recycling for TOMRA.
Volker, is this your first visit to China?
No, but I guess it's probably my 10th time or so. Every time I come here, I'm deeply impressed, I have to say. The people are so nice, friendly, open. And then, of course, I'm impressed by the speed of modernization in China. It's amazing how fast you guys are in developing and adapting new technologies. Actually, when I return to Europe, I feel like a step back really when I get there.
Yeah, I know you have lived in China for many years. What changes have you seen during this year's stay?
Well, I came here because of a job in Xiamen. I got a new family here as well. That helps to stay. So what has changed and what has not? I'm fully in line with Volker here. Every time I travel around China and go back to Europe, it feels like Europe is standing still. One of the things I enjoy in China is the speed from decision to action. When you decide something, you do it. And that goes in the whole society, and that's why I think we can see the change is going so fast. I always use a good example we have in Denmark, in the city I live close to, is they had to build 20 kilometers of highway. In those 17 years I've been here, they just finished. At the same time, China has built a full high-speed infrastructure and now experimenting with maglev, 1,000 kilometers and already approved. You have taxis in Shenzhen with no drivers. And I come back and people are still talking about that highway under 20 kilometers. So that's the enjoyment of coming and staying in China.
My guess, I just wonder, why Xiamen? Compared with Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou and Shenzhen, what advantages does Xiamen have in terms of business environment and daily life?
Well, if you ask me as a resident, Xiamen is green. And Fujian government is really going green and focusing on leisure as well. You can see the walk path over the island. There's a dedicated bicycle highway on the island as well. So many parks, but then in green technology as well is coming very, very fast. And I think TOMRA is a really prime example of it can be done and it should be done. So for me, Xiamen that's just home. I have traveled to a lot more than 20 cities in China, including Beijing, Shanghai. And it's nice places to visit, but this is home. This is where I can relax.
For us, I can only confirm that. First of all, it's a beautiful city. That's not the main reason then when you choose the location for the company. Our entire vision and mission is about how to obtain, reuse the world's resources. And that fits perfectly well to a city like Xiamen that has a strong commitment to lead the transition to a circular economy.
Volker, could you tell us more about TOMRA? Could you share some examples of the milestones and outstanding achievements of TOMRA's cooperation with Chinese companies?
So we were invented 50 years ago by two brothers in Norway who invented the first reverse vending machine to collect empty bottles. For our recycling part, we invented the first sensor-based sorting machines to give every waste a value, to bring it back into the loop, to reuse it. And we are actually the world leader in that. We came to China, I think it was 2010. And I think what we have been able to do together with our partners here in China is to really professionalize the recycling industry. About 6-7 years ago, we decided that we wanted to do more here in China than just importing our sorters from Europe into China. For some of the equipment, we still do it. But we saw the opportunity to also use the strength of the Chinese economy here, and also the high level of education of employees that we have found here, to set up our own R&D team. So you can see it here in the back. There is a model of it. This is a proud machine that was designed, developed here in China. And we sell it now not only in China. It is intended first for the Chinese market, but it had become a real global success. We sell this machine now everywhere in the world.
What's your view about localization, Jan?
I think it depends on which industry we're talking about, because this is a success case which we only can applaud, because this is what also the Chinese government is looking for. And we were here, started here 23 years ago. And this we are doing as well. Also developing here, selling here. Even though most of our production is export, we are starting to increase more in the Chinese and Asian markets.
So what are your expectations regarding improvements in China's business environment?
We are really a technology company, and we spend, 22% of our employees are working in R&D. So very much innovation R&D driven. So the question of protection of intellectual property is of course high on our agenda.
About the visa-free and the accessibility of business people coming to China, I think it's definitely a big step in the right direction. And you can easily come and go, and 15 days is more than enough for most people to come and put the footprint, make the decisions and go again. And I fully support IP protection, because the Danish Chamber of Commerce has also handed in 7 main points to the Chinese government where we see challenges, and we have given 42 points of suggestion for our recommendations for improvement of these points. And last year we handed it in and to Premier Li Qiang, and all these 7 points we handed in last year is in the 25 points of the government. And it's nice that we're being heard as foreigners as well, where we can point out this is a problem we would like to contribute and help to get it down to practice. And very open dialogue with the Chinese government, and I think maybe that's something we could work together on. And,
We always say that green development underlines the high quality development. So what's your view about the Chinese government balance the economic growth and the environmental protection?
I can just see all the green working groups in the strategic partnership Denmark have with China is green. It's maritime, it's water, it's wastewater, it's wind, it's solar. So it's all these areas that leads into a green transition, and they are linked to the economy for sure.
China is now nearly leading the way on electric vehicles, for example. A great opportunity for the Chinese economy there. This is a book about TOMRA's history. TOMRA, we celebrated 2 years ago our 50th anniversary. And in this book we have written the entire history of TOMRA, and it's my real honor and pleasure, if I may sign it to you, to hand it over, and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being our guests today.
Thank you for hosting.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Let's say bye-bye to our audience. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.